maybe you can tell me a little bit about, what you're doing here right now in West Hollywood, what we're going to be experiencing, and what I should be noticing about the car.
Sure.
Tell me it all.
So 12 months ago we showed the I-Pace concept at LA. We thought it'd be really cool to come back 12 months later with one of the first cars off the actual production facility for the new Jaguar I-Pace, our first fully electric car. The kind of testing that we're specifically doing whilst we're in LA, we're driving around the streets. Obviously there's quite a lot of traffic around, so we can evaluate and hone the drivability of the car, the way the regeneration works and how it blends with the brakes on the car. We're logging all of the data at the moment with the equipment in the boot, and what we can do is, as I feel certain things as we're driving around and having this discussion, I can get feedback through the pedals and see how it feels, and then we can go back and when we're at base we'll look at the data, and then we can turn my subjective feelings into objective data and work out how we improve the car. This car is probably about 99% complete in terms of what the customer's going to get, and what we're really trying to do is tune that final 1 to 2% to make sure we iron out and make any small issues that we may have, and deliver the perfect car to the customer when it goes on sale next year.
And is the focus on that last 1-2% is a lot of the focus on sort of the making sure that the range is as large as it possibly can be, that you're not losing anything with the battery, or is it other things like on the software side that you're sort of fine-tuning?
The software, in terms of the core operation, that's all fixed and frozen now. We're really into the final tuning of the calibrations, so both from a drivability perspective, so how it feels, how the pedals feel, how the brake pedals feel, but also, as you mentioned, on the range, what we're trying to do under these real-world conditions is really eke out those last 1 and 2 miles, so we maximise the efficiency of the system. So in real-world conditions, the customers can drive as far as possible.
This car is supposed to be available to customers by 2019, is that right?
No, mid-next year it will.
Mid-next year, yeah. Okay. So in the next month or so, we'll have solved sort of these problems and or last challenges, and then you'll go, oh, that's nice acceleration.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there were problems.
No, but more like the last bits and pieces that you need to go before you go into full production.
Exactly.
So when do you expect to be going into full production then?
So order books will open in March. So customers will be able to go in the dealers and order the exact specification of the car, and we expect deliveries will start taking place early Q3 next year.
Cool. So, as we just a moment ago, you obviously had great acceleration in the car, which is to be expected. Hopefully, with an electric car, you get that torque and it's really responsive. Yeah. And are we going to go on the freeway now, or are we doing mostly neighborhood streets?
No, so most of the testing we're doing at the moment is just focused on the streets with the stop-start traffic, and then sometimes I don't know what you call these 2-lane roads. We call them dual carriageways. Yeah. So just below freeway speeds.
Yeah. So one of the things I really like about electric vehicles is not just the acceleration off the line, but then let's say you're going 45 miles an hour. And then you want to, do that next kick up. It doesn't have that same drag or pull that you have with
exactly instant response.
It's instant response.
There's no kick down in the transmission, and you haven't got to wait for the engine to come on to the correct point on the torque curve to give you the maximum performance. You've always got maximum torque available at any time.
And then you obviously have some regenerative braking going on a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. So we have 2 modes of regenerative braking. This is standard mode, where off the throttle now the overrun is like internal combustion engine car, and then we have another selectable mode which puts it into high regen mode, and that enables single foot driving, which in traffic and city situations.
Are you going to have that with then? I don't see any paddles though. So the 1 foot driving sometimes you can control.
Yeah. So
how are you going to do that?
Yeah. So our strategy will have a button to change between the 2 modes. There won't be any regenerative changing on a steering wheel type feature.